Greetings, 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 my dear listeners. Yes, I am glad that I have the opportunity to be here right now. And this is the English session. I'm so sorry that I had to start a little bit later. We really intended to have this be done a lot earlier, but we're going to be very intentional with the show that we're doing. And because we still got some work to get done. So we're going to start out with prayer real quick, and then we're going to get started, okay? All right. Father God, in the mighty name of Yeshua, we glorify your name, we magnify your name always. We thank you that you have given us the opportunity to be here to magnify your name and to create massive transformation right now. We pray for all those who are coming through the live, and that's going to make an impact in their lives. In the mighty name of Yeshua, amen. All right, so I am so happy that I have the opportunity to be here. This is the English show. So I want to let you know we're not always going to be able to do it at night, but we're just starting to do some pop ups. So a lot of people, if you get to do to be on the live, it's really awesome. Now, what you're going to get from me is that I'm going to speak a little bit. As you see my background right now, I'm going to speak on natural health that they don't want you to know about. Now, there's a book that I like to always talk about. It's called There Are No Incurable Program. Now, if you like to receive that book for free on your phone, make sure you take down my number 954 934 7921. 954 934 7921. 954 934 7921. Again, 954 934 7921. So I'm glad that I'm able to actually come in to create massive transformation for you. And it is a program that when you decide that you want to be part of that program, it's a program that's really awesome. Now, when you are connecting, all you got to do is call us 954 934 7921. Now, this is the first time I'm going to do this show on this platform, and I'm talking about the three steps that you need to really um, basically get taken care of before going back to school. A lot of times people want to wait at the last minute to actually do their cleansing. Who here likes to wait at the last minute? If you like to wait at the last minute, press one. Who does their cleansing regularly? If you're one of those people that like to do your cleansing regularly, press one on the chat. Because if you're doing your cleansing, there's something that's really powerful about that. Okay? So, what I mentioned, the three steps for preparation to go back to school, you want to really look at step number one, which is spiritual or soul. The second one is mental or mind. And the last one is physical. You want to really deal with that. So when we take time to share all these things with you, is because we're creating massive transformation. So understand this. About almost 2 years ago, as of October, I came on and I spoke about this thing. I spoke that I just received a call just after I was doing some volunteer hours, and I heard that there's somebody that they sent home to die. Anytime that you're being sent home to die or to unalive, it's important to understand that you can change the narrative of that. Now, everybody that's on the live, here's what you can do, okay? You can repost, and I know the live is in English. Some people are not into that. I'm only sharing these things with you because it creates massive transformation. Now, for people who are used to my show being in Creole, I know most of you guys are into the Creole show, right? Well, I want to let you know you have an option. We can do it differently. If you're one of those people that want to do it differently, just press one. We want to make sure we create space for our English folks to really get transformation. So I'm gonna do my best to do the show short and sweet. I'm gonna speak about the 8 laws of health real quick, and as I speak about the 8 laws of health, I am going to also touch on those things that you see in the background. So if you have blood sugar issues, press one on the chat. If you have blood sugar issue, press one in the chat. Or if I should say, if you have diabetes, press one in the chat. If you have diabetes, press one in the chat. And remember, when you come in, make sure you do a repost. Send it to two people you like, two people you don't like, two people that you're courting, two people that's courting you, two people that you're talking to, two people that's talking to you, two people you dumped, and two people that dumped you. When you do that and you actually tapote, as we call it in Creole, you will give an opportunity for other people to actually find this live. Okay? Now, here's the thing I told you spirit. So, when you want to empower your spirit, heal and empower your spirit, you want to read your Creator's word, meditate on it day and night, as Joshua 1:8 says. You want to do praise and worship. You want to do fasting and prayer. You want to do charity. Charity is important. And of course, you got to forgive yourself and others. When you do that, you're actually creating massive transformation. Who here knows of somebody that actually has diabetes? Do you know somebody that has diabetes? Okay. Now I want to let you know that in Creole, when I do this show goes like berserk. So let's go ahead and talk real quick about something that I think that's going to interest you. Who here knows a little bit of information about my good old cucumber? Who here is eat cucumber? You know, I bought cucumber for tomorrow's juice. Who here wants to know the benefit about cucumber? If you want to know the benefit about cucumber, press one in the chat. If you want to know more about cucumber, I'm not talking about that cucumber. I'm talking about actual cucumber. Press one in the chat if you want to know more about cucumber. Okay, okay, okay. Now, guys, if you appreciate the fact that I have a show in English as well, press a two in the chat if you like the fact that I have a show in English as well. Guys, let me tell you what I did. I know the English will take off like wildfire, but I wanted to give more time. And somebody told me that before. English people have a lot of people. We don't have a lot of people like you in our community. Keep it in Creole. But guess what? If it doesn't make sense, it won't make dollars. So we got to get in that dollars, right? Okay. So cucumber are highly hydrating, low calorie food. It's packed with nutrients. Who here knows that cucumber has vitamin K? Who knows vitamin K? If you know vitamin K, press the three in the chat. Who knows what vitamin K is good for? Do you know vitamin K is actually a perfect vitamin for bone and blood? So if you're the type that you're every time you fall, it's easily that you can get what hurt. I want to let you know vitamin K is really important. You may hear of K2. I want to let you know you want to have some good ingredients that's really helping your body. Okay. Also, do you know vitamin C? Who knows vitamin C? If you know vitamin C, press a four in the chat. Do you know vitamin C? Yeah. Yes, D3 and K2. Perfect combination. If you know vitamin C, press a five in the chat. Vitamin C helps the production of what? Collagen. A lot of you, you're having saggy skin. All of you that's taking metformin, okay, you know, I can't say the actual word because they're going to ban us. If you're taking that thing, or you taking the, sinulin, if you're taking these things, you know what they do to you? They get your skin to be saggy, and it makes you look older. So that's why you want to really be taking the right supplementation. So, cucumber, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. I gave this morning a recipe for a lot of people who want to actually take care of themselves. If you like to take care of yourself, press a nine in the chat. I want to see all the people that likes to take care of themselves. And remember, when you're on the live, make sure you send it to two people you like, two people you don't like, two people that you're courting, two people you're not courting, or that's courting you, two people that you dump, two people that dumped you, or two people that you're talking to, or two people that's talking to you. When you do that, you're giving the chat an opportunity to actually go on a whole nother level. Now, did you know vitamin K and vitamin C are very essential for your body? Did you know that cucumber has good source of potassium and magnesium? Do you know potassium and magnesium, they really help in blood pressure? If you have blood pressure on the chat, press 8. If you have blood pressure on the chat, if you come from a family where people tend to have literally really, really big high blood pressure, press an 8 on the chat because this is something that we need to get taken care of. Now, guys, we have 20 minutes until midnight for my Eastern Standard Time. I want to make sure I'm done by midnight so that we can end with the midnight prayer and get going. I want to let you know that I am gonna be on the live a lot earlier. It just we had some little things going on. Now I noticed that my people on the English chat, I better give myself love because you guys are stingy. Not even any heart me at all. What's up with y'all? Okay, you might say, okay, Max, we can't see what you have in the background. Okay, let me show it to you. Cucumber. I should move it a little bit further. So you see cucumber. So what did I say about cucumber? It has vitamin K, vitamin C. It also has potassium, right? Okay. It has magnesium. Now, when you have these things, they actually help. Now, okay, whoever lives in an area where it's really hot, if it's really hot where you live, press 7. If it's really hot where you live, press 7. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that because I know there's a big difference. Guys, remember, you don't have to send us gifts, okay? You're my gift by being on the show, all right? So we're doing this in English because if I was doing this in Creole, man, guess what? This live would have been at 500 already. But I want to really connect my people. Now, certain people saying that, man, it's really hot out there. Well, if it's really hot, start taking cucumber. Because when you take cucumber, it's going to assist in allowing your body to be hydrated and it's going to balance the thermostat of your body. Do you know that your thyroid is your thermostat? So we want to let you know one thing that's so cool about cucumber, and that's why I bought my cucumbers today, is because on the 13th of next month, I'm going to a wedding. So guess what? I want to remove 20 pounds so that I can look GQ with a flat stomach, and I want to look all nice. So if you want to come on that journey with me, where you're at least removing 1 to 2 pounds, okay, for the next 30 days, per day for the next 30 days, that would be very doable. Because who here, when you go to a wedding, you want to make sure you look your best because you may have an ex there, right? You may have an ex there. You want the ex to see how good you look, right? Or what they're missing out. Well, that's the reason why. So understand this. Cucumber helps with what? Weight loss by keeping you full. It regulates blood sugar. Who here needs to have your blood sugar regulated? If you want to have your blood sugar regulated, press a 6 on the chat. Because I know a bunch of you want to have your blood sugar be regulated, right? It supports bone health. Who here sometimes have bone pain? Your bone is really hurting. If you tend to have bones that's hurting, you definitely want to be here. Now, guess what? I may not be able to do the whole thing, but at least I'll do a few of them. And the next day, probably I'll do more. Okay. So we're basically doing this so that we can create massive transformation for you. And all of you guys that's on the English line, I just want to let you know I'm saying English line, although I know it's a bunch of Creole folks that's also coming in. And I did that purposely. It's going to take me a good, possibly months until we can build the Creole line. But guess what? I'm patient. And the fact I'm patient, that's one of the superpowers. Understand this. It helps reduce inflammation. It's a good antioxidant. Who here knows that that thing called cucumber, it helps lower inflammation? If you have inflammation on the chat, press 5. You that's on the chat, if you have inflammation, if you have pain, press 1 on the chat, right? Because as long as you have pain, you want to make sure that you're handling that, right? So did you know it helps reduce inflammation and it lowers the risk of chronic disease? If you're dealing with chronic disease, you definitely want to take cucumber. Now, I know a lot of you guys thinking about the other type of cucumber. No, I'm talking about the actual cucumber, the one that you're looking at right here. All right, hold on. I have different phones. Hold on. This one right here and this one that here. All right. So I have different phones, okay? All right, let's do it like that. Okay. So why am I saying that? Cucumber is real. Cucumber helps. Cucumber makes a difference. Cucumber will help reduce the risk of chronic disease. So cucumber has the ability to boost your wellness routine. Who here wants to have a wellness routine? If you want to have a wellness routine, press 4 in the chat. Remember, in exactly 14 minutes, I'm getting off, right? Because we're going to do the midnight prayer and then we get off. And then, of course, we're going to come in a little bit early. So let me jump on something better, okay? All right? Everybody understand. Now you know that cucumber is good for skin, right? If you know now cucumber is good for skin, is good for heart, press a 1 in the chat if you know that now. Okay? All right. Who here wants me to talk about kale? Who here uses kale? How many of you guys use kale? If you use kale, press a 3 on the chat. If you know the benefit of kale, press a 3 on the chat. If you know the benefit of kale, I'm so happy. My English group is really, really stubborn. I like that. That means you want me to earn my keeps, right? It's not like the other group. Guys, I know it's all about what? Algorithm, right? So I want to give a big shout out to all my folks on what do you call it? On YouTube. Guys, if you're on YouTube, if you know, I have a YouTube channel that's Max-Olivier Carre, or my name backwards, Sam Iraq, which is Sam Exam Iraq. I want to let you know you can go. You won't see the background that I have here on TikTok, but you can actually see the show if you need to review anything, okay? Kale is a nutritional powerhouse loaded with vitamin A. Who here knows what vitamin A is good for? If you know what vitamin A is good for, press a 1 on the chat. Yeah, if you know what vitamin A is good for, press a 1 in the chat. This is so awesome. To have kale in your garden, that's like power. You know, kale has the highest ORAC level. Okay, it's ORAC is oxygen, radical, antioxidant, something content. So kale is at the top of the food chain. If you knew that, press a 1 in the chat. So what I'm saying to you, kale that you see in the back, right? Kale is really powerful. Now, I know there are some people who might be looking at this say, Max, I can't see what you're talking about. I'm gonna help you out real quick because you're gonna see you can. You're gonna say, Max, I don't see what you're talking about. Yes, you see what I'm talking about. It is so funny that everything is different. Okay, are you seeing it? Okay, for those I have that's in the what? The English channel. If you are in the English channel, do a screenshot because I want you to have this. Okay, the 6 stuff. What? 6 stuff: cucumber, kale, okra, broccoli, spinach, and the last one is bitter melon. You get it? If you get it, press the 5 in the chat. So all my folks who already have it, press a 5 in the chat. Okay, so I gave you good content, and I want to make sure you do that. So let's talk about kale. All right, kale has vitamin A. Yes, skin. Vitamin C. So imagine the other one had vitamin A, has vitamin C, and then vitamin K as well. Now, it also has calcium. It has a lot of antioxidant. You know what that means? It fights free radicals, which means it helps keep your body cancer free. It has high fiber content. Okay, heart health. It support eyes, vision. It aids digestion. It helps manage inflammation. If you have inflammation, can you press a 5 on the chat? If you have inflammation, if you have inflammation, press a 5 in the chat. We want to make sure that you're having all this information so that you can make a difference to your life. Now, I want to let you know I am going to be posting a whole lot more English stuff. So be prepared to really be connected. Let me give you what's going on. In my Creole chat, we have 63 people looking. Okay? In the English chat, we have 4. Now, I purposely spent from February where I have not posted any real shows in English or did any shows in English. So I'm just getting back at it, right? Because we wanted to focus on the Creole channel. So that's why you that's watching, that's usually on the Creole channel. If you have your kids, tell them to take a look at what we're doing. Because some of you guys have your kids that are what? Overweight, have PCOS, have problem with menstruation. Some of your kids, they're not able to conceive. Some of them have back pain. If you have a kid or somebody that do have back pain in your family, make sure you press 7 on the chat if you have people that have back pain. So kale is really essential because it goes straight to your bone. It helps heart. It helps your eyes, vision. There's a lot of people who are having vision problem. Who here sometimes when you're looking at stuff, you see blurry? If you're the type of person that's seeing blurry, if you're seeing blurry, put 4 in the chat. If you're the type that's seeing blurry, put a 4 in the chat. Okay? So, hey, so if you're seeing blurry, put a 4 in the chat. Okay? So I want to let you know anything that's color green is good for eyes, teeth, and bone. Again, if you're taking greens, I'm telling you, you know the juice I did yesterday? I did mango, ginger, and then green onions. You know what green onions is? Scallion. So let me tell you what it does. It helps my blood circulate. That's one. It lowers my inflammation. It increased the temperature in my what? In my lungs to help remove mucus. Who here, when you go into the bathroom, you have to wipe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times? If when you go into defecate, you have to keep wiping, it's because you have mucus. Who here, when you wake up in the morning, you have to do this? You have to always pull some mucus. Press a 3 in the chat if you have to be doing that. Some people are saying like, yo, dude, yeah, I got all that stuff, but I'm still not going to do anything. Imagine an English channel, we're still at 380, and I think I put all those hearts. While my folks, quote unquote, in the Creole chat, we're at 877. I don't know, man. I guess probably because I look Haitian. Some people may say, what do Haitian look like? You know what Haitian look like. Boom, boom, baye. Now, understand this. Key health benefits of kale. Rich in nutrients. Raw kale provides over 100% of your daily recommended intake of vitamin K for blood clotting and bone health. A lot of you guys have issues with blood clot. Who here has issues with blood clot? You're probably an albino, let's say a fair skinned person, and you tend to have a lot of dark spots on your body. Hey guys, it's just about my time. It's 11:55. I did everything I could to really do as many for you. I am gonna be on a little earlier. We just had an event. That's the only reason that we came in a little later. I don't like staying up late because I want you to sleep early because to help your body restore itself. So who here can use some Psalms? If you want the Psalms of deliverance, press a 1 in the chat if you'd like to know the Psalms of deliverance. And again, this book, if you want to have it, very simple. I can send it to you by text. So only one person wants Psalms of deliverance. Now you see why I love my Creole chat, right? Are you ready? Psalm 35. $37. 55. Guys, when I said make sure you put hashtag, because I'm gonna make sure I do the midnight prayer and then we go. Okay. 55. 58. 59. We're giving you Psalms of deliverance. A lot of times you may feel like you have a stronghold, you have a health that is not up to par. Guys, I've been reading Job, and in the second chapter, as I'm reading Job, I saw where God says, "Why are you exciting me to lose Job?" Because Satan was making the case that, hey, yeah, it's because he's healthy. That's the only reason why he's praising you. If you touch his bones and he's feeling pain, he'll curse you. His wife said to curse God. His friends come and to look at him and see, man, look at all the pain that this guy is going through. How many of you that has been sick and you have friends sometimes that come and all they're doing, they're thinking that you must have done something. That's why you having this. A lot of times people don't understand bad or let's say challenging things happen to good people. This is why you want to make sure you manage yourselves. And the last psalm is 109. Well, let's say the psalm before that, 109. And make sure you don't forget Psalm 18. That's a powerhouse. Now, I'm so glad that it's 2 minutes out. I didn't intend to stay up. Thank you very much, all the people who actually tapped, because that only shows me that you guys really care about this effort we're doing. Guys, let me tell you this. I don't have to be doing this at night, guys. I've been doing daytime for a while. And guess what? God has provided. So I'm doing this to give people in the nighttime an opportunity because it's really rare to find people that you can trust online. And that's why we're doing this, okay? So let me go ahead and conclude with prayer. I'm so glad that I was able to be there. Thank you for those who actually assisted or stayed on the live. We had over 295 people that swung on the English, 0 followers. That's so cool. And we have over 1,000 two new followers. Good job. My promise to you is that I am gonna make sure we do at least minimum one live in Creole in English. I can't promise you I'll do a bunch, but I'll do at least one. Okay, just so that you can know that you can transform your life. Okay. Who wants to know what's in there? If you want to know what's in there, press 3 on the live, on the chat. If you want to know what I'm drinking, press 3 on the chat. Press 3 if you want to know what I'm drinking. Press 3. Okay. Mango, scallion, ginger. You okay? Which one? The black one? Wow. Mm. I felt bad when I hit him because he became. Yeah, that's why I vow not to ever hit him anymore because he literally saw me differently. Oh man, I couldn't handle it. Yeah, he converted me. All right, let's do it. Father God, in the mighty name of Yeshua, thank you that you have given us the opportunity to do this right now. I hope there's people taking the opportunity to use the stuff that you have put on this earth according to Genesis 1:29. Behold, you have given us every herb bearing seed for us that it shall be meat. It shall be food. And help us to really recognize, let thy medicine be thy food and thy food be thy medicine. Help us to turn our kitchen into a clinic so that we can really enjoy the health that we deserve and the health that we are vibrating towards. And we're so thankful in the mighty name of Yahuwah. Amen. Guys, I'm so thankful for you. Thanks for your patronage. The fact that you were on this live. We had over 299 that actually come on the English channel. And of course, you know my Creole line is no joke. We ain't playing. We have over 1,000 people that came in and 2 people that actually decided to be what? Followers. And we made 1 cent. You know that's amazing. We made 1 cent. You know I wouldn't probably find it on the streets. All right. So, guys, remember, you are my gift. There was 3 gifters. Thank you for your how do you call it, your support. And if you want to know more about our program, it's very simple. My number is 954 934 7921. 954 934 7921. And there's other stuff that I want you to really look at. If you take the opportunity, for those who don't know, I'm big on telling people to do good for yourselves. You know, picking up some flowers and stuff like that. I'm gonna be the first one that tell you, get yourself some flowers. Deal deal with your humanity. You know, um, do that. If you think those flowers are pretty, press a 1 in the chat. I know we barely have anybody on the English channel. I know we barely have anybody in the English channel, but if you like those flowers, press a 1 in the chat. You know, we have something called Action de Grâce. Action de Grâce is more like a Thanksgiving with flowers. This is when you're offering sacrifices of praise. You're thanking God for many things that's happening. You might have struck what we call a period of bad luck. I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. You might have hit like a moment where things are not working out for you. Things are a little tough. Well, what inviting you to consider, I'm inviting you to consider that you can change that. And the way you change that is really prepare yourself to be uplifted spiritually, mentally, and your body wise. You want to handle the spiritual aspect. You want to handle the invisible and the visible. You want to be able to handle the invisible and the visible. So let's say you're doing your prayers, you're doing your this and that, and you bring flowers at church or in a nursing home. This is what we call doing good. Guys, if you go to Psalm 50, I think it's verse 21, 22, 23, you will see it talks about that type of stuff. It talks about that type of stuff. Manage yourselves, okay? If you want, I'm gonna post some flowers in a little bit. And then what I want you to do is, hey, if you want to get yourself some, I will recommend you a florist, okay? That can get you the exact stuff, all right? So I'm so glad that you've given me the opportunity to be here. And let's really go out with a bang. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and take care of everything. Oh, by the way, for all those who actually are on the chat, we are doing a back to school drive. I almost forgot about it. That's important. If you want to be a sponsor, if you want to be a sponsor for the back to school drive, definitely I will highly recommend that you do so. Okay, if you want to be a sponsor in the back to school drive, why am I saying this? A lot of times people don't understand. There are people out there that they've been laid off. I don't know about you. I'm an immigrant. And I think 99% of people that's in the United States are immigrants. Most of you guys come from somewhere. Yeah. So guess what? There are people who are literally dealing with stuff. So I'm sending you these information. Make sure if you're doing any sort of donation, make sure you put BTS, back to school. Whether you're doing Zelle or Cash App, it doesn't come to me. This is not my activity. Okay? I'm just responsible for what? I'm responsible for sponsorship. All right? I want you to see. So I'm responsible for sponsorship, okay? So I am glad that I was able to actually do all that for you. And let's take it out with a bang. Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye, guy.